red light on.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Roger Schmidt. After almost after 2 weeks, 2 weeks after the last game, finally has come the day that Benfica will face Vitória. What kind of game do you expect tomorrow?
Yeah, a tough game. So of course I never played in Vitória, but nevertheless I think we analyzed the team well, and also I got a lot of information from the people who know the Portuguese league much better than me, and I know that it's very difficult to play there. So very enthusiastic fans in the stadium, and also if you see the season of Vitória until now, I think they are playing a good season. They only conceded 6 goals, so they're very well in defending, always connected, a lot of players behind the ball, so I think it's not easy to score goals against them, and they are also dangerous in the transition moments. So it's a little bit something we are used to this season in total, but especially in the away match in their stadium, I think is a difficult task for us, and especially after national team break. It's always a challenge also for the players to be directly there again. But nevertheless, we want to continue how we played also before the national team break. We are in a good condition. The players, I think, are happy to be back at Benfica. So there's a lot of positive energy in our team. And we try to play a good game tomorrow, and of course we want to win.
Hi, Mr. Schmidt, Beatriz Marques, Sport TV. First of all, I want to ask you if in a match fixture where the second and the third in the championship will face each other, is even more important for Benfica to win. And another question about Rafa decisions of leaving the Portuguese national team. If he talked to you about that, what did he say? Thank you.
First, I think it's always important to win. So every match doesn't matter how the other teams are playing. So I think we cannot influence other games that all the teams play during the season 2 times against each other. That's normal. But what we are doing is not looking to other teams. We are looking to ourselves. We are focused on our game, and I think we are in a good situation in the league. But it's because we worked very hard the last months. The team worked very hard, and now it's on us also to show tomorrow the same spirit, the same attitude again, and we have to play tactical-wise a top game, so that's what we are focused on, not on other games. Rafa, of course I will not talk about discussions or conversations with my players, so that's not what I am doing, but I think I respect the decision of Rafa. I think he's a great player, but he's also a great person, and always very honest, and he's always clear in his mindset what he wants to do, and he made this decision to focus completely on Benfica, on his club, and so I respect his decision.
Hello, Roger Schmidt, João Alves Domingos from RTP. October and the beginning of November will be very lots of games until the start of the World Cup. You don't move a lot of players from the 11, the principal 11. Do you think that you have to get a different management of the players in these months because of the games, or do you think you can do what you are doing? And what do you think about the punishment of Henrique? Okay, I will choose the first one. If you have to manage in a different way the team because of the games, the number of games.
Yeah, maybe we have to change a little bit the approach, but I'm not sure, so we will see. It's not like that I have already a plan for the next 6 weeks and the next 12 matches. I think what we also did in the last weeks, we we always try to find the best approach for each game. We haven't rotated so many players in the starting 11, but I think during the match we always needed our substitutions, and if it's a big difference if a player is playing 90 minutes or is only playing 70 minutes. So for the recovery, especially when you play international weeks with 2 matches a week, I think is a big difference, and we tried also sometimes to manage a little bit the load for the players by using the substitutions during the game instead of leaving them out in the starting 11. So for me, it was the situation was that the players, they were used to each other. They did it very well at the beginning already of the season, and they always confirmed also good performances, good connection also between the players. So that's why my approach was mostly to leave these players in the starting 11 and then make my decisions during the match. If it is the same approach in the next weeks, we will see. So maybe we will change a little bit more, maybe not. So it is depending on the condition of the players and also how they play.
Hi, Roger Schmidt, Rui Miguel Guimarães, SIC. I would like to ask you if the interruption of the league was a good thing, was harmful for Benfica. What do you think about that?
To be honest, I'm not really thinking about that because it is like it is. So I think that's our task. I think we played a lot of games before, so we won a lot. So then, of course, it is always like, yeah, of course, let us continue because we have a good flow. But on the other hand, I think so the load for the players in the last weeks or months from the start of the season was a lot, and I think it was also not bad to get some rest, to come a little bit down. The challenge is then always to start the engine again, to create the tension again, to be sharp again, to remember why we were able to play good football. So that's now our task. And then if we are doing well tomorrow, I think it has not a negative impact. For the biggest challenge for sure is for the national team players, because one day after the match against Maritimo, they left, and some of them came back yesterday, so they had no rest. They traveled a lot, and I think that's something we have to consider. But we will see tomorrow in which condition they are.
Hello, David Marques, Mais Futebol. In the last weeks, you had to deal with the trouble of being short of centre backs. But in a few weeks, you probably will have 6 centre-backs available, which is a lot. How will you deal with this situation of get all the players motivated despite the busy schedule?
Yeah, first of all, I'm very happy that we have this quality on the centre-back position, because I think we already had from the beginning, after we signed João Victor, we had 6 centre-backs in the squad, but at the end, right now, the last weeks we only have 3 players fit. So I'm very happy that this week João Victor and Lucas Verissimo, they made the first steps in team training. Of course, their situation is different. João Victor is very close now to the team. Not for tomorrow, but I think he's not needing a long time to be ready also to play. Lucas, of course, with his long-term injury, he was out for 10 months, but he's also doing very well. So he's a great person. He worked very hard in the rehab, and we hope also that he can be ready or fully in team training maybe in the next weeks. Morato is doing well as well, so I think there's a lot of quality on this position. It was very important to sign also John Brooks, because with the injury of Morato, we had a problem in this position. He also is showing his quality in training. Of course, is maybe not usual to have 6 centre-backs on this level in the squad, but it is a little bit depending on the last weeks, and also because of the injuries. And then we have to find solutions later on when all the players are fit. But then it's always like always in a football team, so the best will play.
This is a month with a very intense cycle of games, and games with very strong opponents. do you think that during this month we will see how far can this Benfica go this season, playing with teams like Paris Saint-Germain or?
In my opinion, we already played against good teams. We also had already at the beginning of the season a lot of pressure with the playoff games in the Champions League. So I think we showed already that we can play good football, that we can keep the pressure, that we can play also reliable, a certain type of football. And now we have to confirm it week by week. It's not only for the next 6 weeks until the World Cup. If you want to achieve something special, you have to show it the whole season. And you are right, of course, there are big games up in the upcoming weeks, but at the moment we are completely focused on Vitoria tomorrow, because it makes no sense to look forward and to look to the Champions League matches or to other matches. I think we need our fully concentration for tomorrow, and then we have to confirm the whole season that we can play on top level, and then we are able for sure to play also for prizes. Thank you. Thank you, bye-bye.
De Roger Schmidt, de antevisão ao jogo com o Vitória Sport Clube. Roger Schmidt, que ao longo da conferência de imprensa apenas foi questionado uma vez sobre o jogo de amanhã, e por isso mesmo a dizer Roger Schmidt que espera um jogo difícil frente a uma equipa que chamou a atenção o treinador do Benfica, só sofreu até o momento 6 golos, por isso vai ser